For some reason today, I don't know, I was just sitting around thinking about my dad. And as always, it's always just, good memories, good times. Miss him so much. But specifically today, it was so hot outside. And the thought of my dad come to me was about coats. And that's kind of strange because it was so hot. But anyway, Daddy never had a coat when I was a kid. Never had a coat. Now, you have to remember 40 years ago, almost 45 years ago, we had seasons. In other words, you had winter, spring, summer, and fall, and winter lasted about 3 months, and it was cold. And we always had a coat. Now, there was a thing also that went on back then. There was a program called Coats for Kids. So if kids didn't have coats, they could go get one for free. We never had that to do that because my daddy and mama always made us had a coat. Me and my brothers, we always had a coat. And my mama had a coat. My daddy never had a coat. But he made sure we had one. And, Father's Day is coming up. And even up until the time my daddy died, he would always buy me something for Christmas that was warm to wear. LL Bean catalog was his favorite catalog. He'd always buy me something out of that catalog. And it'd be way too warm to wear it at Christmas. But he said, I just don't want y'all to be cold. He was always really concerned about our needs, And this Father's Day, if you're a father, take care of your family. Just take care of your family. You may not be the richest or the most popular or anything like that, but take care of your family, especially your wife and kids. Take care of them. Make sure that they're covered. Cover them in prayer. I mean, physical coat is good. Spiritual coat's good too. Cover your family in prayer. Don't ever let it be a day that you don't set aside the time to pray and spiritually cover your family with a spiritual coat. Coats are important. I maybe should have named this one Seasons or whatever, but for some reason, the idea of my dad without a coat stuck out in my mind today. And if he did have a coat, it was usually issued to him by the police department he was working for at the time. But he never wore a coat. And he spent some cold nights and cold days working, but we never were cold. My daddy always made sure that we had what we needed. And you know what? He also made sure we had some things that we wanted. And, there's a lot of people that don't think that you should do as much for your kids as the past, your former generation. I try to do as much for my kids as I can. And make sure they have what they need, but also make sure they have some of the things that they want as well. So this Father's Day, be a good father. Take your kids to church. Take them to the store. Buy them something. Love on them. Be the dad. Be the best dad you can be. I'm recording this Saturday, June 14th, so tomorrow is Father's Day. But be the best you can be. You don't have to be the richest or the coolest or the handsomest or anything like that, or have the best lawn. Shout out to me for cutting grass today. But make sure that you're available and make sure that you give your family a spiritual coat. We really don't need coats much these days. I mean, wintertime is hit or miss. You may have one or two cold days, but by midday, it's warm up. You don't have to have a big, heavy coat. When I was a kid, you did. But blame it on global warming, blame it on whatever you want to. We just don't have seasons anymore. So, physical coats may not be all that big of a deal here in the South or anywhere else. But a spiritual coat is. So, talking to myself, preaching to myself that, get out there and cover your family daily with a spiritual coat of protection. Y'all have a great, great, great Father's Day. And to all the dads out there, if you're doing the best you can do, praise God. If you can do better, do better. But to all the dads out there, have a happy Father's Day.